Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a man named Cain. Now, Cain wasn't just any man. He was special. You see, he was the firstborn son of Adam and Eve, the very first humans on earth. And because of this, he held a special place in the hearts of all who knew him. But Cain had a brother too, a younger brother named Abel. And though they shared the same parents, they were very different. Cain was strong and brave, a warrior who loved nothing more than to hunt and fish. But Abel was gentle and kind, a man of faith who preferred the company of animals to that of other people. Their differences, however, did not stop them from loving each other dearly. They would often be seen playing together as children and sharing their hopes and dreams for the future. For both boys had big plans. Cain dreamed of one day becoming the leader of their tribe and taking his people to new lands, while Abel dreamed of building a great city where everyone would live together in peace and harmony. Despite their different dreams, they shared one common goal: to make their parents proud. And so they worked hard at what they loved doing, never thinking that it would cause any trouble between them. But one day it did. See, their father, Adam, was getting old, and it was time for him to pass on his knowledge and skills to one of his sons. He wanted one of them to take over his role as the tribe's leader. So he called them both to his side and asked them to bring him their best creations. Cain proudly presented to him a spear he had crafted, one that was so sharp and strong it could pierce the hide of the toughest animal. But when it was Abel's turn, he surprised them all. Instead of bringing something he had made, he brought an offering of fruits and vegetables from the fields. Adam was very disappointed. He told Cain that, though his spear was impressive, he needed something more, something that showed more thought and effort. Then he turned to Abel and asked him why he hadn't brought something he had made, instead of just taking offerings from the fields. Abel was confused. He couldn't understand what he had done wrong. But before he could explain, Cain started laughing. He thought it was so funny that his brother had been scolded, and in a moment of weakness, he said, "Hey, maybe next time you should bring something you've actually made, instead of just stealing other people's stuff." Those words hurt Abel deeply. It wasn't his fault that he liked working with plants more than with tools. And besides, he hadn't stolen anything. He had picked the fruits and vegetables himself. But seeing the disappointment on his father's face, he knew he had to do something to make him proud. So instead of arguing with his brother, he simply nodded and went back to the fields to think of a better offering. Meanwhile, Cain went out hunting, hoping to catch a wild boar or a deer to present to their father. But when Adam saw what Abel had brought back, he was so happy he started crying. His youngest son had brought him a beautiful woven basket made from reeds he had found by the river. It was such a thoughtful gift, something that showed how much Abel cared about him. Cain was shocked. He couldn't believe his father was actually happy with this stupid basket. All that time he had spent perfecting his spear. All those hours he had spent tracking and catching his prey, and in the end, it meant nothing to his father. In a fit of rage, he grabbed his spear and ran off into the forest. Angry at his brother, but mostly angry at himself for not being able to make their father happy. And that is when God told him, "Cain, why are you so angry? Why have you done this?" Cain replied, "It's not fair. My brother is my rival. He's taken everything from me, my father's love, my place as the tribe's leader, even the woman I love." And that is when God told him, "You must not be jealous of your brother, for he has chosen his path, and you must respect that. As for your place as the tribe's leader, it was never yours to begin with. You were never chosen by anyone, not your father, not your people, not even by God. You simply took it for granted." But that doesn't mean Abel did. He may not have been the strongest or the bravest, but he was kind and just, and those are qualities that will make him a great leader. As for the woman you love, she didn't choose you because you were strong or brave either. She chose Abel because he was kind and gentle. That is the kind of man people want to be led by, the kind of man they want to be with. You can choose to keep being angry and bitter, or you can choose to be happy for your brother and let him lead. The choice, Cain, is yours.